Hi everybody, this is Mrs. Berry here and we're going to do another fun project today. Now this one is called quilling, and for this we use strips of paper and or paper towel tubes. I'm going to show you how you can combo both of them together, or you could use one or the other. It's really a lot of fun. So I started one just to be practicing and figure out how I might translate this for you guys. But whatever you create is completely up to you. I started a flower design, but you can make faces, you can do outer space scenes, really you can do just about anything. So the way this works is you're going to need your background paper. A lot of us, I know we have printer paper, so we can go with that, right? Hopefully you've got that. If you are lucky enough to have some construction paper, perhaps you want to glue yours down onto another color. That could be very cool too, depending on what your scene is. If you do have just printer paper but you want it to be colorful, well, use some markers or some crayons and color your scene in. And you could do that before or after. I actually colored the blue sky after I started to play with my flower here. Now, to start, sometimes it makes it very easy if you fill in a design, or if you're able to fill in a certain area. So you can take, again, the paper towel tubes. Please, if you don't have them on hand right away, wait until the paper gets used up. Don't go rolling off paper to get to these. But what you're going to do is take the tube, take your scissors, and you're just going to cut. I fold it kind of in half a little bit, and then just cut out little rings like this. You can get a bunch of them all set for yourself. And with these, after you get them all cut out, you can arrange them on your paper to any kind of design you want. Like, for example, I used my flower here. But if you want, I mean, you play with these. Put it on your paper, figure out maybe you've got a little eyeballs and a face going on. Again, you pick your scene. And to get these, you do want them to stick to the paper, because if they start sliding around on you while you're trying to put the paper in, it can be a problem. So you're going to go ahead. Hopefully you have some Elmer's glue on hand. You can use a glue stick. It doesn't work as well though. Just go ahead and put little dots of glue. You don't have to go, oh, helps if I open it. Little dots of glue. You don't have to go crazy. If you are a little bit of a glue goblin, again, it's not a bad thing. It will dry. So in this one, actually, I think I'm going to go ahead and make a little face for you guys. Put a little glue, stick it on there. I think I'm going to give this guy a little nose too. Maybe we'll put a little nose that goes in between. So a little bit of glue. Put that down. And you know what, for the mouth, I don't think I'm going to fill it in. Perhaps I take my paper towel tube and I cut it all the way. And kind of open this up so that I can put a little mouth down on like that. And then again, I'll go ahead and glue. Now, if you have construction paper, you can cut different colors, but I think for most of us, we probably have our white paper. So for the quilling, right now I have my design set up. Now we're going to fill it in with the rolled paper. So what you do is you take your printer paper or your construction paper and you cut long strips of your paper. So go ahead, and you might want to cut a bunch of them so you have them all set. You can do this in any color you like, but you're going to get them cut out. If you've got a paper shredder, you're lucky. You can just send it right through that paper shredder and get perfect strips. If they're a little bit wider or they're not straight, don't worry about it. They really don't have to be perfect for this to be done. So get your strips of paper ready. Then what you're going to do is take your paper and begin to roll it up. Try to start it as tightly as you can. A tight little roll works. And you roll it up. Now there are quilling kits if you were able to go to craft stores, or some people may even have them on hand. I don't have a quilling kit. But they have little tools that you can roll the paper on, and if you really get into this, after we're all done with quarantine, you can probably get a set, or Amazon. Anyway, roll it up, and you'll want the end. Actually, you can kind of adjust the size of it. Right now I've got it very tight roll going on, but if you want to keep it tight, you can keep keep a nice little roll tight like that. Or if you want it to widen out a little bit, just kind of release it a little bit and it'll unwind. It'll look like a spring. Now we do want that to stay in place, so you're going to take either a Dottie or Elmer's glue. This is actually where I find the glue stick works the best. It holds quickly. Put a little dab of glue on the end and glue it shut. Now you can keep your quill shape rounded like that, or you can pinch the ends, and that's what I did when I was working on my flower here. I gave the end of my paper here a little pinch like that, and then I went ahead and I placed it inside of the paper towel tube. In this case, with my little eyeball, you know, I can take my glue, put a little glue on the inside of it, or on the bottom part of it, and place it on the inside of my eye. And I can begin to fill things in. Now, if you don't have much of the paper, you can actually quill a little bit with the paper towel tubes. So you take one of your, I'll just grab one I cut, one of your little rings that you cut. You can go ahead and slice that in half so you've got a long piece. And you can roll that up on itself. And again, once you got the beginning of the roll is probably the most difficult part. Then go ahead and continue to roll it up on itself till you run out of paper. And there you can hold it nice and tight, or if you want to adjust it, make it a little wider, you can pull that spring a little bit. And then go ahead and put a little glue on the end of it. Get it to stick. And again, you can leave it rounded. I could stick it right in there and give myself a little quilly, funny looking eyeball. Or if you wanted to bend the shape, you know, you can maybe pinch both ends, make it more of an eye shape like that. And once you have your designs with the quills, you could either leave it plain like that, or like I did starting with my flower here, I began to color in and around. Actually, the stem and the leaves on this are done with marker. So a little mixed media. You can combo and you know, make it any way you like, really. So ladies and gentlemen, now that I've given you a little tutorial on quilling, I would love to see what you do. So again, if you got the color paper or just the white paper, do what you can. You can go wild with this. I've seen other tutorials where people have filled in the entire thing with these beautiful quill designs. Or you can keep it very simple, maybe just quill a little bit and then color all around it. Let's see what you can do though. So please, whatever you create, share with me. Email me your pictures and I'd love to see them. All right? Have a wonderful day and have fun quilling. Bye-bye.